this bitch at me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on the. Yeah.
A battle for division supremacy. Well, it's the coach. This is the 2018 season, and you've got it tuned to EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills as they get set to square off against the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week, they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll run with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now Brady. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Brady. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a carry for White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. I'm here all night.
Brady to throw on second down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now White. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Brady to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Let's go! 3-19!
Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go! 3-19!
To the air, Allen, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Dorsett on the return. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Caught right side, Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third. Down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And able to find Curley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. On 1st down, Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And caught by Curley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Allen maybe with a free play. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah,
Still
offsides. Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And going over the middle here to Curley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set! Blue line it! Blue line it!
On play action, Allen over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down. That's White. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Ohio! Ohio! Check 50, check 50.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Hey, watch 28! Ohio! Ohio!
Barrett now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one. Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, and they're going to throw without it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go. White, 90. White, 90. Let's go.
On third down, it's White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Pats, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll be guaranteed a